want to thank all of my patients and friends who have sent such kind emails, letters, and messages to let me know of your support and prayers for me and my family. Because of all that is going on, I'm afraid to return phone calls or use my email. Therefore, I recorded this video to let all of you know that I have been receiving your messages. I have not been able to thank you personally, which, as you know, is not normal for me. Your messages give me strength and courage and keep me going. They mean the world to me. Please, don't worry. As long as I keep God in my heart and you in my life, I will be fine. I have done all I could do. I told the truth, and I have faith the truth will prevail. God bless you, and thank you.
Dr. Conrad Murray was called a murderer as he entered a Los Angeles courthouse. With the Jackson family looking on, Murray pled not guilty to manslaughter. Yet the official charge against him states that he, quote, did unlawfully and without malice kill Michael Joseph Jackson.
This has been a nightmare for him for many different reasons. And one of the reasons is that he lost a friend.
The just-released coroner's report says Murray gave Jackson a dose of propofol normally used in surgery to help him sleep. Police say Murray admits to giving Jackson the drug, but the doctor says nothing he did should have killed the pop star.
But I still don't understand. They found propofol, a surgical knockout drug, lorazepam, lidocaine, midazolam, Valium. That was in his system. This was right when he was rehearsing. He had come home from a rehearsal.
And that the King of Pop ingested 10,000 pills in the last 6 months of his life. We're talking about an estimated 50 pills per day, which included 30 different types of drugs. According to police sources, the drug stash was comprised of large quantities of Deprivan, vitamins, over-the-counter sleeping aids, weight loss, and energy pills. In fact, we're told a member of the household staff said that pills were in every room of the house and were found even under the bed.
Dr. Murray is not guilty of causing the death of Michael Jackson, period.
There's been a lot of discussion regarding propofol, how exactly to use it, and is it considered safe in any setting except a hospital or a medical setting. So I decided pictures are worth 1,000 words. I'm going to take you inside my operating room to show you firsthand what really happens. Come on in. So we are here inside the operating room with Dr. Gershon, who's the chief of anesthesiology here. Propofol is a medication he uses all the time. So is this it right over here?
Yeah.
It looks that milk of amnesia, they call it.
Milk of amnesia. Vincent, you okay? We have to monitor his EKG, we have to monitor his end-tidal CO2, we have to make sure that he's breathing, we have to see his saturation, we have to make sure he's ventilating.
So that's all typical stuff anytime you use these
standard of care, yes.
Okay, so the propofol.
We're going to start infusing this. You're going to get a little sleepy, Vincent, okay? Give me some good deep breaths.
So watch this go and take a look at his eyes.
Deep breath, Vincent. Doing great. You may feel a little burning, okay?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a reason for his heart rate increasing.
So what?
You see his eyes is closed.
His eyes closed, and what else are you
Now
looking
we look
for?
up here. He stopped breathing. So this is watching his end-tidal CO2, and he's not breathing anymore. And my wonderful anesthetist is going to help him breathe.
So take a look over here. That all the breathing right now is taking place with this bag and this mask. From that medication, he wouldn't be able to breathe on his own without those things. Well, there you can see part of the problem. Just with that much propofol there, he stopped breathing, and he's going to need a breathing tube.
Easy?
Easy.
Very good.
What's so attractive about this medication?
Well, it's really been in the advent in the last 10 years or so, even more, 15 years, and it's just basically a quick on, quick off. And that may answer why people may think that this is something they could do at home, because if it gets out of hand, it goes away quickly. But the problem is it gets out of hand and there's nobody there to resuscitate you, then nobody can bring you back.
So that was pretty quick. You just gave some of the medication. You're going to
5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes. He's going from being completely awake to completely asleep.
He's not breathing. I'm breathing for him.
One thing that's worth pointing out is that this is a hospital that uses this medication thousands and thousands of times a year, but they do use this medication in non-hospital settings like outpatient clinics. The doctors here will tell you they've never heard of it being used in a home.
Michael Jackson said to you, "I need propofol to sleep." That means he'd have to take a large amount of propofol in order to get a long period of sleep because it is such a short-acting drug. But he was sleeping for 8 hours sometimes. And to sleep 8 hours, you have to give about 800 milligrams of propofol. And
you can see part of the problem. Just with that much propofol there, he stopped breathing and he's going to need a breathing tube.
I don't know what Michael Jackson was doing. Dr. Murray is just now learning what he may have been doing. As we get further into the case and deeper into the case, that may become clear.
The LA police may have botched the entire investigation.
A conclusion was made, and the investigation was conducted in order to back it up.
You saying the police are a little too quick to have blamed your client?
I think it was easy. I do think it was easy. They wrongly blamed my client, and I think it was an easy call for them, and they justified it later. Dr. Murray has no desire to portray Michael Jackson as anything but a saint, okay? But Dr. Murray's on trial for his life. And the facts have to come out. And they have to come out clearly. If that's injurious to any particular party, then it's just going to have to be done.
It's like a movie, right? By the way, isn't it interesting? He hires a doctor from Texas, and Texas has a medical malpractice laws that limits the amount of money you can get for malpractice.
And I think that a man's reputation and his legacy is being tarnished on misinformation and facts that are not correct. I do know that today I have listened to 3 or 4 reports. Wrong information, wrong dates, wrong times, wrong addresses, wrong everything. And people are listening to this and they're believing what they are hearing yet again about Michael Jackson.
I have to ask you, didn't you see anything over the time that you were with him that alarmed you? Nothing?
Absolutely not.
When he was with us, it seemed like everything was okay, everything was fine, you know?
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Nothing. Absolutely not. Nothing. Absolutely not.
Mike was very anti-drugs. I mean, he was very much into healthy living. I mean, you know, he shielded his children, particularly from any substance taking, or that would just, you know, he would have been horrified by that. The way the law works nowadays in America baffles me. I think anybody can face trial for anything, from a doctor to a promoter to a record label. In the world of Michael Jackson, I just wait to see it happen. I think I've gone beyond expected.
From the moment I heard that Michael Jackson had suffered cardiac arrest, I knew the media world would explode, and particularly after the gossip site TMZ reported late Thursday that Jackson had died, followed by the LA Times an hour later. That's exactly what happened. His monster music career gave way to years of personal problems, plastic surgery, child abuse allegations, and just plain weirdness. The question for me was which Michael Jackson news organizations would choose to remember in their coverage.
Michael Jackson had an extraordinary career and a troubled life marked by incredible highs and terrible lows.
The child prodigy who lived through illness, a sex scandal, and massive money trouble.
He's enormously talented, Brett, but there's also such a freak show associated with him.
His life was so fascinating, so controversial, and frankly bizarre that we often forget how amazing a performer he was and how incredible the music is.
Everybody in my own time, when I come back in, I'm going to button my shirt, jacket, or whatever it is. I'm going to look around a little bit, play with them. I think I'm maybe then.